Good morning. Welcome from Rogers Gardens. I am Sarah Smith. I'm a horticulturist here at Rogers Gardens. We are doing our Tuesday edition live stream. So we do live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays typically. And I am talking to you about fall is for planting today. So we have a really awesome thing that we do here every single fall. So it is an annual thing that we've been doing where we highlight all the different kinds of things that are really good to plant in your garden in fall. So Southern California, if you're not a native to here or you're just new into gardening, fall is a time to plant in Southern California, not springtime. So if you live someplace where it was cold, you come from back east, someplace where it snows, you don't want to plant in fall because you're going to get some snow and that's going to be really hard on your plants. But in Southern California, we are a totally different animal here. If you wait till the springtime to start planting, you're kind of behind the game, actually. So here in Southern California, you want to actually plant in the fall because what's great about that is the temperatures are cooling down, so you don't have to go through the stress of the plants getting stressed out and you have to water a whole lot. And as you all know, here in Southern California, we are on water restrictions now. So this is an even better thing for all of you who are thinking about redoing areas of the garden because this is a really, really good time to plant because you're going to plant your plants. The roots have time to get established. They have time to grow nice and deep and low. Hopefully we get some rain, which we have been getting a little bit of rain. So that's really good because that will add a little extra water to your garden on top of what you have to water with the water restrictions. And by the time we hit spring, the plant is established and it has time to grow and flower and flourish. And it's not trying to get established in the springtime and grow and flower and do all of that. So here, it's a really great time to plant. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. Unless you've been gardening here for a really long time and you kind of just intuitively figured that out, I think a lot of people don't know that. And everybody really kind of goes gung-ho in the springtime to start planting. And really, you're kind of late. Really, springtime should be the time when you step back and enjoy the garden and not be toiling away in the garden trying to get all your stuff in the ground. So when it comes to perennial plants, this is the time you want to get them established. So we do this really, really amazing sale. We try to really educate everybody to understand that fall here is the time for planting. So all of this stuff in our categories, and we'll go over what the categories are all 30% off if it's a 1 gallon and larger, which is a really great deal. So it's really good too if you've been stepping back and looking at your garden, especially with these water restrictions, and thinking, I need to be a lot more water wise. What should I be doing? This is a time to really look at the garden, think about what worked in the springtime, and make those tweaks and changes and add some really beautiful perennial stuff into the garden right now. So the categories that we have for this is drought tolerant. So that's what I'm going to kind of go over today. So these are all water-wise plants. So these are all part of the fall is for planting. And you will notice if you pick one of these bad boys up, they have this really great sticker on them, so you know this is part of the program, this is part of the sale. So this has the Falls for Planting sale on them. Super pretty. These stickers are really gorgeous. But they have them on the plants, so you know it's part of the sale that we have going on here. That's going to be going on till November 13th, so it's a Sunday, so you better come in now and start looking at your plants. So drought-tolerant plants, the pollinator plants, the stuff that the hummingbirds and the bees and the butterflies really like, that is all part of the sale as well. The succulents, so anything succulent and cactus is also part of the sale. So we have a lot of really great natives to Australia, and those again are really water-wise, which is really fantastic. So those are all part of the sale as well. Things like olives, guavas. So I have a big selection of things here, and lawn replacement. So a lot of people are really starting to look at those kind of wasted spaces of lawn and realizing how much water you're putting on that, how much fertilizer you're putting on that, and how often you're just cutting it all down and throwing it away. So that's the kind of stuff that we really want to look at and think, can I replace some of this lawn? Some lawn is nice to have, but there's a lot of areas where you do not need lawn. So areas like little silly strips that I like to call them between your sidewalk and the street. what's the point of having lawn there? You can totally do something different and really, really easy. So I brought some really fun examples of that kind of stuff so you can kind of know what kind of things you can look at and what kind of things are part of the sale. So the lawn replacements, one of my favorite one, and we did a really, really great live stream video on this. So if you go back through Facebook and Instagram, you can find it there, is all the different lawn replacements. And one of my favorite ones here, this is dwarf carpet of stars. This is really, really beautiful, very, very drought tolerant. It grows
UHF
tight.
is
It's really
disconnected.
nice because that tightness will choke out all the weeds and things. You don't want to do a lawn replacement that's really thin because if it starts to get weeds, it's really hard to take care of. Really low
UHF
to the
is
ground. It's not
disconnected.
something that you have to mow. And it's something you can walk on. So if it's an area where you are, say, walking from your car to the sidewalk across, this is absolutely something you can walk on. Super great between step stones and stuff because you're not going to have to mow it and worry about staining up those step stones with the lawnmower wheels and things like that too. So if you've ever had lawn between step stones, you know what a headache that is. This is a really, really great one to plant between step stones. And then all the different kinds of Australian natives and stuff. So things like leucadendrons and leucospermums. So this is a leucospermum here. This is what has that really beautiful pin cushion flower. So we have some really nice ones planted in our parking lot here at Rogers, and when these go into flower, everybody comes in and says, you know that yellow, and I instantly know which one they're talking about. It's the yellow pincushion high gold that we have planted out there. These are really, really easy plants. In fact, most people kill them by taking care of them too much. So this is a kind of plant where if you just want to plant it and kind of forget about it, this is a really good one. It doesn't want to be fertilized, does not want to be overwatered. It's a full sun plant. It's really, really good time to get it established right now because a lot of times people will plant them in the springtime and they're really upping their water at that point and the plant struggles with that. So this is a really fantastic one. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. Comes in all different kinds of colors. This one is a sun rise color, so it's kind of a beautiful yellow color. What's really great about these, you start to see them a lot in floral designs. The cut flowers last forever and they're so showy and unusual and really cool looking. They almost look kind of like a big spider kind of alien flower, but they last forever. So these are a really fantastic one. Things like our rosemary and our lavender. So I grabbed my lavender. Rosemary and lavender are all part of that. This is good because it is drought tolerant and it's a good pollinator plant. So the hummingbirds love this. In fact, when I was grabbing some of the lavender and trying to pick which one I wanted to bring out, the hummingbirds were all over it and they were a little annoyed with me because I was messing up their morning breakfast. But this is a really great, beautiful one. I love it. Really good to get established right now. The olives as well. Olive trees are fantastic, really, really great. And we have bush type olives. So the bush olives, everybody comes in and they go, I want an olive tree, but not something that gets too big. The little tiny ones, this is Campo Dwarf. We have really beautiful ones like Little Ollie. They stay really small. You can get them in little pretty bush forms. These are really great for hedges, especially if you have that kind of Italian Tuscany sort of yard or a really modern yard. That gray color really looks very nice in that, and they work really well is even like hedges. So instead of using something like a boxwood that's going to require a lot of water, this would work really, really well, and it doesn't have to be so formal looking, but they stay nice and small and compact. You can get one shaped like little mini trees, which are really great in pots. They're super cute. So this is a really good one because very drought tolerant as well. So there's all kinds of really fantastic things that we have going on in that sale. I will stick around for some questions too if you have any questions about planting things in the fall, but it's a great time to come in, look at your garden, figure out what you need to redo, figure out what areas need some revamping, what areas that are eating up a ton of water that you want to kind of cut back on. So then that way, when we do go into things like water restrictions, we're not wasting a ton of water in our garden every single year. So there's a lot of really fantastic things that you can put in there instead. And 30% off right now, all the way till November 13th. So you want to make sure you get in fast because the stuff goes pretty quickly. But we stickered over 2,000 plants over the last couple of days. So there's a lot of selection here available for you. So if there's any questions, stick those down below. I will answer those. If you came in a little bit late to this and this is no longer live, still put your questions down there because we will answer those for you later down in the comments. So go ahead. Do we have anything? No? Cool. Awesome. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's really, really a great thing going on right now. We have our Halloween room up still. It's dwindling down. Christmas is really the star at the moment. We have the train up at the moment too. So the train is going, looks adorable. It's this whole entire like little woodland kind of fern scene going on. It's super, super cute. The first room that you walk into is just awe-inspiring. Every time I walk in there, I try to take a picture of it and it just never looks as pretty as it looks in person. So you definitely want to come see that for sure. And then come in for the Fall is for Planting sale. Stock up. We also have our deal going on. Our flower of the month is the mum. So we have all these beautiful mums and it applies to all sizes from the 4-inch all the way to the beautiful cachet pots. So this one is a buy two, get one free. Those cachet pots are perfect for putting in front of your doors, especially before Thanksgiving, for Halloween, to make that just really beautiful pop. They're big and full and gorgeous, and those are part of the deal as well. So you can get a couple of them because it always takes a lot more than you think to kind of jazz up an area. And it's really great because buy two, get one for free. So you got 3 of those in front of your house. Absolutely gorgeous, perfect for all the holidays as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you come on in, check everything out. If you got questions, like I said, put those down below and get ready for springtime in the fall. All right, thanks so much. Stay well, be safe, and happy gardening. Bye.